apart from the shower head being all crusty and green, soap doesn't lather, shampoo doesn't lather, your hair feels like straw and your skin is just dry and itchy. Look, the town water looks okay. You can pour a glass of water and it looks perfectly fine, but the taste is terrible. It's really salty. The dogs don't like the water. They won't drink it.
Janet Nisted moved to the tourist town of Quorn, 4 hours north of Adelaide, about a year ago. Despite paying the same price as residents in the city, she says her water is undrinkable.
When we moved here, we knew the water wasn't great, but we didn't realise how bad it was. There are people that have lived here for 10, 20, 30, 40 years and they've had a gutful, literally, of the water here.
Quorn's tap water comes from a bore, while South Australia's water utility says the water is safe to drink. It concedes it does breach guidelines for how water should taste.
You can be fooled into thinking it's nice because it has a clear look. Comparison, you look at vinegar. Vinegar is very clear and you go to drink that and you're in for a bit of a shock, and it's not unlike our water. So 97% of residents don't drink it. Yes, it's safe. No, it's not palatable and not drinkable.
Quorn's Mayor Ken Anderson says the water is also highly corrosive.
What do we have here?
We've got a perfect example of a 7-year-old hot water system which has been completely destroyed by the water quality. You can see by the element, the dirt and associated minerals piled up in that hot water system is just atrocious. Hey Mitch, you there?
Ken says his council's maintenance bill is high.
How you going, Ken?
Yeah, good mate.
Today it's 39 degrees and the local swimming pool's shut because of corrosion to the pump.
Yeah, and water's done it again, eh?
Yep.
Oh, gee. We have at least $50,000 a year from council that has to just go in about to fix the water quality issues and the problems they cause. Now that's $50,000 that gets added onto people's rates.
Look, the water situation is really expensive for residents. It destroys plumbing, all the fixtures and fittings. You have to replace those regularly, hot water systems, shower heads, taps, toilets, cisterns. It pretty much destroys everything.
Like other residents, Janet's lifeline is her rainwater tank, but it's no solution.
We rely on rainwater for pretty much everything, but it doesn't rain much here. Our rainfall is really low. And so we're now at a situation where we've got to buy rainwater in, and for one of our tanks it costs $675 just to fill one tank. So it's very expensive.
Small business owner Derek Carruthers has gone one step further by installing water softening equipment to remove troublesome minerals from the tap water.
For us it was like somewhere around that 10k mark of overall investment of actual equipment, labour from a plumber.
But it hasn't completely solved the problem either. The dishwasher at Derek and his partner's retail and cafe business still has corrosion. Derek also owns the local laundromat, which he's considering closing.
I personally don't believe it's worth replacing machines or continuing the viability of a laundromat with the water quality. For me, the square meterage of the real estate would be a much better investment in almost anything else that is not water reliant.
Residents are demanding the South Australian government build them a desalination plant, but it's been deemed too expensive.
Well, Quorn's desalination plant would cost something like $50 million. How do we pay for that? The challenge is that we don't have infinite amounts of money, and when we do spend money with SA Water, it's every single customer that pays for it.
The Water Minister says other water security projects are more pressing than Quorn's. She's yet to taste the water.
I haven't tried it, but of course I will go up through that area before too long and I will taste it. I understand it, I'm sympathetic, but I have to reiterate, we have to put at the top of the list any water supply that is at risk of not meeting the drinking quality standards, and Quorn's water does.
If we were in Adelaide, this situation would have been fixed. Adelaide residents shouldn't and wouldn't put up with this, and the question is, why should we?
Quorn's residents say they're in this together and won't stop fighting for better quality water, no matter how long it takes.
I'm happy to send every minister down a bottle of water each week, and they can make their cup of tea out of it and see how they go.
I think that this time the community is not going to let go of it. We've had enough.